Salutations, my patrons. Welcome to another exclusive Patreon video. I hope that intro isn't too cringy for you guys, and if it is, let me know. I'll be sure to stop. Okay, moving on. Today, I wanted to talk about forced positivity on YouTube. This is a topic that was trending a couple of weeks ago, and I thought about making a public video, but I thought that would make for a good Patreon exclusive video to give you guys my take on the situation, because I think I have an interesting perspective on it. So, the way this topic spawned, as you may know, was PewDiePie talked about in a video saying how he'd play games he hated, he'd see YouTubers like vloggers making these videos, bouncing around the camera all excited and stuff, and he'd be like, it's fake. You know, he's like, I know it because I did it, and it worked because no one likes negativity, and it drew him attention to his channel because he was always happy and excited to play these games, and it worked, right? And so I was looking at it and I was like, have I had that issue with forced positivity? And I view it how I started, which was I watch a ton of YouTube videos because I think you don't want to stay in your own little creative bubble because, well, you don't know everything. So the best way to learn how to make good content is to watch other very talented content creators. YouTube is a very good circle of life in that way, where helping each other in any way possible is more beneficial than how most businesses work, where it's competition, competition, competition. YouTube enforces collaboration, which is fantastic. Anyway, getting off track here. When I was watching some vloggers and stuff on how they should channel energy in their videos, I was like, holy crap, do these people have a bad day in their life ever? Every video, they are like jazzed in front of the camera like, what's up everybody? You know, I'm so happy to be here. And I'm thinking like, man, my life must be awful because these people are so excited to do what they do. And I'm sitting here like, I got some bad days. I have some good days though, like most humans. And then I actually, once I said it to myself, came to this realization. I'm like, it's just absolutely impossible to be that happy, right? You know, everyone has their bad days, they have their good days, and that's entirely normal. It's actually abnormal to see these YouTubers who are bouncing off camera and acting like they don't have a problem in the world, that it's almost not human. But it also makes sense because, well, no one goes to YouTube channels to watch negative stuff, right? They go on YouTube to get away from that stuff. And so I was thinking to myself that it's a very interesting position to be in as a vlogger, where, especially if you're a daily vlogger, I mean, God, I feel bad for those people. You know, for me, I find it hard enough to find something to vlog in my life once a week if I wanted to do it. I mean, I can't imagine trying to do that every single day. My thoughts on this forced positivity thing is that I think every YouTuber struggles with it to some degree, but it's not even really a struggle, so to say. I think that's the thing that a lot of YouTubers have been personally getting wrong, is that I think it's good to try to create a positive space on YouTube that enforces positive discussion, not blind positive discussion, which is what I was going to get into. Is because when I started my channel, I was like, I want to make a place just to talk about video games. It was just, that was my simple mantra going in. It's like, let's just talk video games, okay? And that developed a lot and a lot and a lot, and eventually Fallout 4 came around, and I felt like I was this, I don't want to say leader, I feel like that's too egotistical, but I did feel like I had a duty to serve to the Fallout community, which was excite people, to share that excitement, to just be happy about a game, because you just could not beat that Fallout 4 hype. It was just so contagious, and not only was it contagious, but it was really fun to be around, and it was just fun to get involved in that energy, which I did on a daily basis for multiple years. And thought to myself that after the game came out, people started criticizing it. I'm like, oh, it's just because it's so popular, you know, there's no way people hate Fallout 4. Over time, though, reality started to hit me. I was like, okay, Fallout 4, it's a good game, but it's not as good as I think it is. But I was still, for months and months and months, hell-bent on defending it, because for me, my forced positivity was, I need to be positive about games because it feels like every channel I watch is openly critical about games, and in a bad way, where they're just constantly screaming and crying and being babies and cursing out developers and stuff, and they don't know how hard they work. And so I'm thinking like, okay, I just gotta be positive about it. And really, that forced positivity warped my criticism. It warped the way I tackled games in general, where I just wanted to try to enforce positivity wherever I could, in a bad way that damaged my channel at the time. And now I think I'm in a much better place as a content creator, and I wouldn't be, I think, as good of a content creator if I didn't make those slip-ups. But still, point being is that that forced positivity on my end was in a different way, where a lot of these YouTubers are Let's Players saying forced positivity, or vloggers saying it. For me, it was more so that I felt my duty as a community lead, so to say. I think that's the best way to put it. I kind of got carried away with it and thought, okay, I gotta bring this positivity, I gotta bring this energy. But it's then when I came to the reality that my positivity is really just driven by the discussion, whether it's negative or positive. It's just talking about video games and understanding each other's points of views and saying like, okay, this is what I like, and oh, this is what you like or dislike, and that's okay, let's talk about that. And really getting to the root of the problem and just engaging in that discussion and bringing it to a higher level, where if a developer were to check it out, he would go, okay, so this is what we need to change. And that's how you bring that positivity to the games industry, is these developers want to go ahead and learn how to make their games better, but people think the only way to do that is by stamping their feet, crying, flipping the fuck out. And I can't stand that behavior. I cannot. It is so common nowadays to just flip the fuck out over everything, to freak out, and that's how you get your way, like a bunch of babies. And I just can't do that. But I'm getting off track. I think I can really sympathize with a lot of YouTubers in the sense of, oh, they feel kind of guilty about forced positivity. But I think it's always with the best intentions. And I think that's good that people are trying to create a positive space. But I also think it's good to create a realistic space, which is what I was getting at when I was talking about game criticism, is that it boils down to the discussion in my personal perspective, where I think that realism, creating that realistic space, is what's refreshing, is that we're going on to engage in something that's going to be intriguing, thought-provoking, and fun, instead of buying into some falsified bullshit, fake hype, happiness that someone probably could have gotten into a fight with their wife, or really just had a bad day, got some bad news, but they're like, what's up guys, I'm so happy to be here, here's a great vlog, and just feeding bullshit to their audience because, well, that's what they're known for, right? It's a really crappy position to be in, which is why I never take the vlogging route all that often. A lot of people have asked me on my channel, why don't I vlog too much, why don't I face cam too much? It's because I don't really want to be known for my face or the face cam or being famous in general. I just want to talk about video games, and if that's what carries my channel to a higher level, then sure, let's do that. But I don't want to sound stubborn. It's just kind of what I like to do personally. I just like to talk about video games. I just feel like YouTube, like I was saying earlier, with the way the site's built, where it just flourishes off of community-driven activities and collaboration, that doing what you enjoy most has always been the way I've personally found the most success. But this discussion is tailored off in 40 different directions, between finding success on YouTube, forced positivity, game discussion, and so on. But I just wanted to give my hot take on the whole situation with forced positivity, because the reason I'm talking about it is I just feel like it's such a great topic, and this is why I'm really happy that PewDiePie is the #1 YouTuber. I don't really know how he deals with all the shit he gets at times, which is totally undeserved, because he handles the position very well and brings to light issues like this, which other YouTubers can chime in on, and it kind of goes down the grapevine until it gets to people like me who are really late as fuck on it. But still, I think it was a really great discussion to have about not only YouTubers in general, but also I think from my perspective, I thought it would be interesting for you guys to hear about how it affects people like me who just talk about video games and stuff. Anyway, I do hope you guys enjoyed this Patreon exclusive video. I really like these type of topics where I can just flip on the microphone and, I don't want to say vent to you guys, but we can really just kind of connect here, where I feel like, you know, we're on the same wavelength here. And I love that feeling when we're chatting together, guys. So thank you once again for supporting the Patreon. I hope to continue creating stuff that you guys find worthwhile on each and every single tier. Let me know if you need anything. Feel free to message me on Patreon or chime away in the comments down below. I'm always there to answer you guys. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you next week. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.